Hello, skaters and parents. Welcome to the 2022 edition of Landonedge Summer Power Skating. My name is Todd Landon. I'm the head coach of Landonedge Skating. This is an introduction meeting to give you a bit of background of what we're going to do over the summer with the power skating program. So what we'll cover as part of this meeting is what the program objectives are, introduce you to the coaches, give you some background on the program schedule, introduce you to the technical checklist that we'll be following to give you an idea of what we're going to be working on and focusing on. Program requirements in the lines of what equipment do you need to wear, code of conduct, just what our expectations are of our skaters and of our coaches, and then just some return to skating guidelines as far as we're coming out of a lot of COVID-19 regulations. What are the expectations around that as we go into the program? So skating is an essential skill as part of hockey and ringette. Your other playing skills are really going to be highlighted by how you are able to skate. The game is going to move much quicker if you're able to skate properly and efficiently. So investing some time in your skating is really going to highlight your other playing skills. Landonedge skating, it's based on my background as a speed skating coach. So what we do in the program is we work to enforce core skating fundamentals. And skating, it's not about the equipment you wear. So it's about the technical work that you do. It's about how you actually apply power to the ice. And that is no different whether you are wearing a hockey skate or a speed skate. It's all about the body position you put, where you're putting your pressure in your blades, and what stride direction you're taking. The only thing that the speed skate does over a hockey skate is that it makes it a little bit more efficient. The key is you need to know that you are actually doing your stride properly. So what we do with the program is it's a low intensity activities that we do a lot of repetition of. We're breaking down skating into core fundamental skating movements, and doing it at that low intensity really allows the skater to reinforce proper movement patterning and develop those good neural pathways that is going to create efficient skating. We don't do a lot of getting the skaters really tired, where if they're tired, they're going to cheat. And if they're cheating, they're not going to be focused on good movements, and then they're just going to reinforce bad habits. And part of that reinforcing good habits is we don't do a lot of work with the stick. I want the skaters to feel comfortable and balanced on their blades without having the stick as a crutch to be able to lean on. I want them to be able to feel their weight in their skates and have their body weight loaded on top of their skates and not leaning out over the stick. Because when it comes to that efficient skating, they've got to be recognized where their pressure is in their skates. So that being said, we break the program into some really easy to perform drills. We keep the skaters moving. They're in a power skating position, a stance. So there's a lot of strength development, and because we keep them moving, there's a lot of aerobic development. We just don't bag them, get them overly fatigued and tired, but they're gonna cheat their movements. We want good quality movement so they develop good habits with their skating. The end goal is that the skaters begin to, when that play shifts and they've got to make the jump down the ice the other way, and they begin to skate, is that they're able to recognize that I'm not skating properly. I need to adjust how I'm moving my body, how I'm applying pressure to my blades to get down the ice as quickly and efficiently as possible, so that I'm not tired when I get to the other end, and I can be part of the play and not be tired, or I can be the first person to get to the play. It's about winning more races in the game, getting ahead of the game, moving the game quicker. So to help the skaters with understand kind of what technical points they need to work on, our first practice is a technical evaluation where we take video of the skaters and give them, we'll send out a quick clip to each skater, just pointing out some technical gaps that they can improve as we go through the program, so that when we address those gaps, they can pay special attention to working on those. Our coaches, you'll recognize us. We'll all be in the purple jackets. It's myself. So my background, as I said, I'm a speed skating coach. I have I'm a certified competition development speed skating coach. I have an advanced coaching diploma from the Canadian Sports Centre Atlantic. I'm also a chartered professional coach with the Canadian Coaching Association of Canada. My past experience is I'm currently the head coach of the Dartmouth Crossing Speed Skating Club. I have worked with Speed Skating Canada and the Canadian Sports Centre Atlantic previously, and also was provincial coach in Manitoba for a few years. I'm excited to introduce a new assistant coach to our program, Sheldon Davis. He has played hockey for many years and has worked with the City of Toronto doing their power skating skills and hockey skills for adults. And has also worked with doing some power skating with some ringette teams and some hockey programs out of the Toronto area. Another coach that is new to this program, but has done other power skating programs with me, is Barrett Ferguson Logier. He is a longtime speed skater, member of the Dartmouth Crossing Speed Skating Club. He's participated at both the 2015 and 2019 Canada Winter Games, and also the 2018 and 2019 Canadian Junior Long Track Championships. My daughter is working with us. She'll be the safety officer. She'll be the one greeting you at the door and just checking you in. She is a speed skating coach with the Dartmouth Crossing Speed Skating Club, and also skates with the Dartmouth Crossing Speed Skating Club. And another new, our junior coach for this year is Lily Peters. She has been working, has done the past 4 Landonedge skating programs, summer programs, and this is her second program that she's been junior coaching. She worked with me during the winter working with a ringette team through the season. So look for us if you have any questions. We're in the purple jackets. Maya will be the one greeting you at the door. If I'm on the ice, I'll be off the ice before your program begins. If you have any questions, I'll try to check in with everybody, but we'll be around and we'll be visible in our jackets. Just a program schedule. Some of the we're at the RBC Center. We are always on rink D, so that's the first rink when you come into the building. That's off to the right. It's Wednesdays, all 4 Wednesdays in July, the 6th to the 27th. We take a break on August 3rd. We don't have a session, but then we're running from the 10th to the 31st, so it's 8 sessions in total. The developing program is on the ice from 6:30 until 7:20, so we probably want to be arriving around 10 after 6 or so. Advancing program, 7:30 to 8:20, we're on the ice, so you probably want to be arriving around 10 after 7 or so to get ready. And then the adult program and program for officials is 8:30, 9:30, 9:20 on the ice. So again, just arrive that 20 minutes or so beforehand. I'll just note here that the advancing program is completely full. It's actually overbooked. The developing program, if you know anybody, there's still spots available, and there are also spots available for the adult and officials program. It's not too late to register if you know anybody. Each week we have a theme for the program. The first week is that technical evaluation. We do some video of the skaters and do a little speed test of them. Then the second week we get into working on basic body positioning, working on balance, working on edges. Then we get into forward efficiency in week 3, effective cornering in week 4. We are reviewing those core ones of the forward efficiency and the effective corners as we go through the remaining 4 weeks, but we're introducing some other skills such as backward mobility, building speed, stopping and going again. And then the last week is where we have lots of fun. We start to do some speed games and play around a little bit, get to incorporate what we've been working on all summer. Part of when you get the video, I will be sending you a technical checklist, which just is a breakdown of some cues and some technical points to work on for each of the different skills that you'll receive the video for. So the first one is the technical reference for straight skating, so getting down the ice as quickly as possible. And then the other one will be the technical reference for turns. You'll get that. I won't go through them point by point here, but certainly happy to answer any questions you have about them later on. As far as required equipment goes, of course, skates, helmet with a face mask, knee and shin pads, neck guard, gloves, pants, jersey or jacket, and water bottle. So the pants, jersey or jacket it is summer, but what I have a policy of no skin is I still want long sleeves. I still want long legs. Some kids may feel they can get away with a t-shirt, but I still want it just to reduce kind of any cuts, that they still have something covering their skin. Optional are elbow pads. We do a lot of jumping and challenge the kids to kind of get out of their comfort zone. So if they feel they're going to fall on their elbows, maybe want to wear elbow pads. I'll go back to the knee pads, shin pads. We do a lot of kind of dropping down to knees and getting back up again, just as a strength developing and agility activity. So they will need those, but elbow pads, it's optional. Shoulder pads, we're not doing any contact, so that is optional as well. And pelvic protection, so anything around the girdle area. So wearing their pants is also optional. Stick, we really won't incorporate until the last practice or two, just to get that into their hands and get them incorporating that into the skating that we have been working on for the previous weeks. With this video, you'll have received a welcome letter that has some forms at the end of it. So an assumption of risk, so it's just a liability form, a conduct policy, so it's just signing off on the code of conduct, privacy policy, which is just we're talking about that we'll take some photos, use them for publicity purposes for the program, and then a medical profile, which is basically anything that we need to be aware of, and emergency contacts in case anything happens. I'll just ask that you fill those out prior to coming to the first practice, and handing them to Maya when you show up. Code of conduct expectations is where our objective is to have a safe and welcoming environment for all the skaters. So we're just encouraging everyone that they come to participate in the spirit of fair play, cooperate, respect others at all time, really respect the rules of the sport, the rules of the facility, the rules of our program. Come and be ready to just participate to the best of your ability at all time. We're not here to judge anybody. We're here to work with you to raise you to the level of the best that you can be, and we just want to see that you're putting in the effort. We just ask that you be punctual and arrive on time and properly prepared. Really, it's just you really miss out on the program if you're coming late, you're not getting properly prepared. You may miss out on some information, but it can be disruptive to the rest of the program if you are coming late. We're not going to deny anyone the program if you are late, but just try to be punctual and on time. And again, just at the last one, just to act in a manner that supports and enhances a safe environment. So being respectful, refraining from any offensive, abusive, racist, or sexist comments or behaviors. And that is the expectation of our participants, the parents, bringing their skaters, and of our coaches. We are coming out of a lot of the last 2 seasons of a lot of restrictions entering and exiting facilities and what we can do with our programs related to COVID. what I'm so there are fewer restrictions. Actually, there are no restrictions at all. Um, Spectators are allowed in the building. There are no gathering limits. But what I will ask is that we continue to follow public health guidelines, that you monitor for any symptoms of COVID, and just refrain from coming to practice if you are positive or feel you aren't sure whether you are. Just again, just to keep everyone safe. And I want to make everyone welcome that if you feel you need to want to wear a mask, you can wear a mask. I will be wearing a mask myself, just because I'm with a bunch of different groups and I want to stay healthy to work with all the groups through the summer. But just putting that out there, that if wearing a mask is better than not wearing a mask, and you're certainly welcome to do so. So I and our assistant coaches are looking forward to seeing everybody at the first session. So we look forward to seeing you on the ice. And if you have any questions in the meantime, there's my email address, my phone number. We'll see you soon. It's going to be a fun summer. Take care.